today, so she's asked me to take care of it. Due to the board chair being absent during the work session when agenda items are reviewed, she has asked that I, the vice chair, conduct tonight's meeting. And because it is Hispanic Heritage Month, we'd like Mr. Prado to lead the pledge in English and Spanish.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Prometo lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos.
Thank you. Some of us need to practice that. Okay, we're going to next adopt the agenda. Does anyone have anything they'd like to add? Okay, hearing none, the agenda is adopted as presented. Next, we'll go into our commendations. We'll start with our student ones. Does the elementary one go first?
Can you skip West Corner just a second?
Yep, how about middle school?
Ours is not here.
How about high school?
High school.
High school?
High school is yours here?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Could you guys start tonight,
Yeah,
please?
for sure.
Absolutely. All right, our student of the month is Carol Puga. Come on up, Carol.
I'm not going to put that over here because I got to mess up the workers there. Here you go.
All right, stand right here in the middle here. All right, so Carol, make intense eye contact with her. You are going to do amazing things in life. Many students come to class, work hard, don't say a whole lot, and maybe feel like no one knows how amazingly awesome they are. I want you to know I know how amazingly awesome you are. I, Mr. Sapp, nominated you for Student of the Month because you are such a great student, nice person, and an instrumental part of our school. Carol is what we call the quiet killer types. Sometimes I don't even know if she's listening to me. Then I ask a question, and guess what? And guess who has the answer? Carol, always. Whatever your future is, college, work, military, work, traveling, whatever, you are going to be the best at it. And when everyone who thinks you're the best and is consistently telling everyone how great they are finds that you have surpassed them in all you do without saying so much as a word, then they will know, like I know, how amazing you are. Carol, thank you for making my classroom a better place and for helping our school excel. Nissa High School is blessed to have you as a student. That's from Mr. Sapp. So the next one is from Mr. Lamb. Carol Puga is a fantastic student who works hard to improve herself. Carol works efficiently with others and is a valuable member of the college writing class. Additionally, Carol received the highest score on the AccuPlacer college placement exam. Carol is a very deserving student of the month. Next one here. Intelligent, creative, fun, focused, respectful, kind, resilient, and amazing are all words that I would use to describe Carol Puga. She is a senior at Nissa High School who will be graduating this May with an honors diploma. She currently has a 4.0 and is taking advanced coursework including college writing and Spanish biliteracy. Carol enjoys reading and drawing and is planning on attending college next fall to pursue a degree in architecture or psychology. What I admire most about Carol is her ability to overcome life's challenges while never losing sight of her goals, and that was from Mr. Jackman. A couple more here. Mrs. Long says, I'm happy to recognize Carol Puga as our student of the month. When Carol started taking business classes 2 years ago, she was a quiet and steady worker who got the job done without much attention. Over time, I've watched Carol really grow, stepping up to help classmates, taking on extra work, and showing true dedication to doing things right. While she is still a quiet worker, she always brings a positive attitude and is the kind of student who makes the classroom better for everyone. It's amazing to see Carol's confidence and skills develop, and this recognition is very well deserved. And the last one, Carol is a very intelligent and self-disciplined young lady. She strives to learn the more academic nuances of her native language. Her quiet yet well-assured demeanor is evident within her work. She strives to ensure that she is getting the most out of her academic classes, and she is focusing on her future. This recognition is well deserved. Congratulations, Carol, and that's from Miss Lazo. So Carol Puga.
Okay, elementary.
All right, let's start off with one of our families that sometimes makes it up here. We'll start with Oakley Carlton, our student of the month. Stand next to Miss Book. She'll take care of you. Carlton family is a great family, and Oakley is just right up there with her family. Oakley is always eager to help in any way she can. She strives to do her best academically and is a great friend to her peers. She's excellent with the character strong practices. Keep up the great work, Mrs. Conklin. And for Miss Book, Oakley had the most minutes read in the second grade during our readathon. She read 610 minutes. So congratulations.
And then our student of the month for 3, 4, and 5 is Everdina Winkle. Okay, Everdina is a student who is in our 4th grade dual language classes. She is a student who consistently gives her best effort in class. She maintains a calm, confident attitude and approaches learning with dedication. Everdina is working hard to become fluent in Spanish and continues to make steady progress through her commitment and consistency. I am very proud of Everdina and grateful to have her as part of our classroom community from Senor Gonzalez.
Okay, now middle school.
All right, middle school would like to recognize Rosalie Carey. All right. Rosalie is such a delight in the art room. I enjoy seeing what creative, amazing ideas she comes up with. Rosie always has a positive attitude and is sweet as can be. She always puts in her best effort and really makes my job great being her teacher. What a great choice for Student of the Month. Rosie is a rock star, from Mrs. Corn. Rosalie is a kind human who is always willing to jump in and get things done. Her willingness to participate and ask questions adds to her success in the classroom. I look forward to seeing Rosalie continue to grow as a learner and a leader, from Mrs. Cuevas. Rosalie is such a delight to have in class. I get to see her sparkly face for reading and academic support. Rosalie is always helping others, whether it be with their schoolwork or just a listening ear. She is a true example of positivity and kindness. Her genuine enthusiasm for learning is infectious, uplifting, not only to her peers but also the teachers around her. Rosalie brings a quiet but powerful energy to the classroom every single day. It's her unwavering compassion and her commitment to our classroom community that truly makes her shine. Rosalie is a fantastic role model and an absolutely deserving recipient of the Student of the Month Award. Congratulations, Rosalie, from Mrs. Davis. Rosalie is a great kid and a great student. I appreciate her willingness to work with and help others. She is a fantastic addition to class, from Mr. Morris. Rosalie is an exceptional student and an invaluable member of our school community. She's extremely respectful and consistently helpful. Her quiet confidence and positive choices demonstrate that she is a true leader by example. Thank you, Rosie, for setting such a wonderful standard, from Mrs. Greenwood. 2 more here. I love having Rosie in class. She is a kind and caring student who others enjoy being around. Rosie consistently demonstrates a strong work ethic, a genuine curiosity for problem solving, and a positive attitude towards learning. Keep up the great work, from Mrs. Sandoval. And last one from Mr. Hartley. I've really enjoyed having Rosie in my second period world history class. She's a great example to her peers, works extremely hard in class, and always has a positive attitude. Her fellow classmates see her efforts on assignments or activities in class, and this motivates them to become better versions of themselves. Her example to others and her work ethic are extremely helpful to her teacher, her classmates, and to NMS. Volunteer of the month also, so we'd like to recognize Angie Trujillo. Nissen Middle School is honored to recognize Angela Trujillo as our volunteer for the month of October. Angie dedicated the last 9 weeks to helping our A and B volleyball teams. She religiously showed up to practices and games, both home and away, spending hours in the gym helping our middle school girls. Anyone who's coached youth knows the time, energy, and effort it takes to make sure practices are rewarding, a learning experience, and fun. Angie was able to help make all of this happen. One more set of hands and set of eyes at practice to find a need and fill a need helped our female athletes improve beyond what they would have been capable of doing without her help and support. She helped run drills, helped fine-tune basics and skills, kept track of stats, motivated those players who needed just a bit more encouragement, and pushed others to reach their full potential as volleyball players. Angie, you're always welcome at Nissen Middle School, and our female athletes, we're so lucky to have you. Our community needs people just like you to recognize that together we can accomplish more for our youth, and together we can make a difference. Thanks for your dedication to our volleyball program.
We also get the Employee of the Month, Mr. Anthony Hansen. Would you come on up? Congratulations. Of course, we have something to read for you, too. Nissen Middle School would like to recognize Anthony Hansen as our Staff Member of the Month for October. Anthony came to Nissen Middle School as a math teacher just last year and has proven to be outstanding. We are a stronger team with him on our staff. He cares, he's fair, and students can relate to him. Anthony wears great shoes. Anthony has a calm and quiet demeanor, but he means business. When there's work to be done, he just gets the job done. He wants the very best for every one of his students and will put in all the work it takes to make sure that students are given the very best. Anthony makes his lessons engaging and fun. I have been there, that is true. Mathematics is not an easy subject to teach and not an easy subject to learn in middle school, but somehow students walk away from his math class with a smile on their face and with excitement for learning. Not only does Anthony make it fun for the whole class, but he focuses on individual needs as well. He is more than willing to take the time to meet kids where they're at and to celebrate their academic achievements with them. Thank you for your hard work and commitment to Nissen Middle School.
Thank you. We have a couple more. Mr. Hawkins will introduce the next one.
Actually, we have Nissa Virtual.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Our Nissa Virtual, Mr. Moni is not here tonight, so I am going to play the video he put together for Alex Lumen, who is our Nissa Virtual Student of the Month. Oh, sound. A minute.
Later diagnosed with dyslexia, but that did not stop him. Making the switch to Nissa Virtual School provided the flexibility Atlas needed to be successful. With the help of a reading specialist and free tutoring attempt to nurture his interest through hands-on projects and travel experiences. He has explored much of the U.S., visited museums across North America, and will soon travel to Chile, where he is excited to practice his new Spanish skills. Atlas, keep up the amazing work. Your family and everyone at Nissa Virtual School is extremely proud of you. We are Nissa Strong.
So the next portion of it, we'd like to honor some staff members here. And I'd like to have Gina come up again. And she has a couple staff members we'd like to honor.
Yes. Okay. So today I'm honored to introduce 2 exceptional educators from our district who have been selected to receive awards from the Oregon Science Teachers Association. One of the most important functions of OSTA is to recognize outstanding science educators across the state. Teachers who inspire curiosity, foster a love of learning, and make science come alive for their students every day. We are so fortunate to have 2 of those teachers recognized in our district. John Moyes. Congratulations on being selected as the recipient of the 2025 OSTA Outstanding Middle School Classroom Teacher Award. This prestigious honor recognizes your exceptional dedication to inspiring student achievement, creating excitement around science learning, and I got to 7 in your class, so I got to experience that for a little bit, and demonstrating an enduring commitment to education both inside and outside the classroom. Thank you so much. Again, congratulations on being selected as the recipient of the 2025 OSTA Outstanding Elementary Classroom Teacher. This distinguished recognition celebrates your exceptional dedication to inspiring young learners, fostering excitement for science, and creating meaningful learning experiences. And she gets my granddaughter, and she gets to tell me all about all those great things. So congratulations.
And another staff member we'd like to honor. Mr. Murray, would you like to come up and honor our next staff member?
Absolutely. Good evening, everybody. Tonight we're acknowledging our migrant graduation specialist, Jesus Prado, who was recently recognized as the Migrant Staff Member of the Year for the entire state of Oregon. Jesus So just a few remarks here. When Jesus works with students and families, his words mark him as one who has been where they are and who recognizes the opportunity education offers to better their quality of life. To cite just one example, I refer to an event called the Oregon Leadership Institute, which is held 4 times a year at Oregon State University. The event's an opportunity for students to learn success and leadership skills, such as resume writing, interviewing, public speaking, and applying for scholarships. Migrant students come from around the state to attend the event, but the district that consistently brings more students than any other, despite its size and distance from Oregon State, is the Nissa School District. Those results speak to Jesus' galvanizing influence on our students and families. And, you know, as we know, the Nissa Migrant Program has undergone significant changes in the past 2 years. As a result of findings issued by the Department of Education, the program has returned to a base level so it could be rebuilt with strong fundamentals in place. And from a high-risk designation, the district was able to move to a fully compliant status. And so in that spirit of growth, Jesus' award shines light not only on him and his family, but also on the Nissa Migrant Program and all of us in the Nissa School District. We're extremely proud of Jesus.
We'd like to congratulate all of you that got awards. And if you would like to step out in the hall with your families, we'll have a moment to get your picture taken. So if you, any of you that got an award can step out in the hall.
And Mr. Segura will be taking pictures, so. Thank you guys. Thank you.
So everybody who got an award with your families. And you're welcome to come back.
Congratulations. Good job.
Okay, next we'll have visiting patrons. With public comment, were there any? Nobody signed up? Okay, next we'll have some reports. We'll move on to number 6. First, we have our student body president from the high school.
Hello guys. So last meeting we talked about meeting our ASB council. So I brought a couple members, or all the members that could make it today. So I'd like them to come up here as well. And then they can just say their titles and then what their main focus is.
Okay.
And introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Adi Cleaver. I'm the ASB Vice President, and my job is basically to voice concerns of the student body to the school board to the student council meetings, and I have to be on prom committee. Those are my jobs.
I am Tessa Schulteis. I am the ASB secretary. My job is mostly at the meetings. I take the attendance. I try to keep track of what we're trying to accomplish, and I help Aslan with any organizing problems that she needs.
Hi, my name is Max Hansen. I'm the student communicator. Every morning I will say the morning announcements over the intercom, and I also have a job to interview students every once in a while and understand their concerns.
Thank you guys for coming.
That was a quick little intro to my team. And then so far, there's not really much new, but I feel like we've been working on getting to the same thing, which is homecoming right now. So luckily we got our turf done. So we're still on track to having our homecoming the same date, which is November 1st. So our homecoming game will still be the 31st at 7 p.m. And then our parade, we're doing it this year with the community, so it can also go along with our theme, hopefully for neon, that's our theme. And so that will be the 30th, so that Thursday, it'll be at 7 p.m. So hoping to see you guys there on the sidelines or supporting us. So every grade we're doing a float for, along with extracurriculars, so like sports clubs having their own floats as well if they'd like to do that. Along with that, for preparing for homecoming, we've just been ordering decorations, doing P.O. boxes for everything that we need for homecoming. Yeah, that's pretty much it that we've been working on so far. So,
thank you.
Is the homecoming theme also neon?
Yeah, it's neon. So we're just doing that at nighttime, so hopefully it'll be a little funner, and that way the community can join in this year more so.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have our superintendent's report.
Thank you. First, I want to just give a huge shout out to the employees we honored tonight, Emily Wilson, John Noyes, and Mr. Prado. We know that we have amazing people here, and we're starting to recognize that at the state level. It isn't just we're being honored on the state level for the work our staff does. So I just wanted to give them a huge congratulations. How proud of them I am. Seriously, when I read those emails, it just filled my heart, and it not only, I think Mr. Murray said that it embodies who we are. And so I just wanted to say thank you again for all your hard work and all that. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize Hispanic Heritage Month. This is a time for us to help celebrate and the culture and contributions of so many members of our NISA community. who help make our schools such a vibrant and welcoming place. And that's kind of weird. It's middle of September, middle of October, and so we're still in that, but we want to recognize that. October is also Drug Prevention and Awareness Month, and our schools are using this time to teach students about making healthy choices and positive decisions. Lessons that we obviously will reference throughout the whole year, but we really focus on it this month. And then Mr. De Leon and Mr. Rodriguez have gone out and we've given lessons and those things, and so we just want to make this time of being aware of that. I'd like to next call up Mr. Murray to give a quick, brief intro to some federal programs, as we usually do. So, thank you, Mr. Murray.
Just a very brief report tonight. It's budget narrative season, so which means that we turn in budget narratives, budget requests for all of our federal programs. Those have been submitted with the exception of one and also approved, and so we're right on track. Those are due by the end of October.
Perfect.
Well,
that is awesome. Thank you, Mr. Murray. I love it. When we started this, doing our program updates, you were on for an hour giving the community so many updates, and it was doing good, so I appreciate you. This week, I also want to extend a personal invitation to everyone in our community to join us for the ribbon cutting ceremony on Friday. As we already highlighted, or on Friday, it's going to be an incredible event celebrating a milestone for our district, and it really is opening that turf for us. So we're going to have performance by the Nissa High School Band and Choir. The Bullpup dancers will also be performing. Free hamburgers, hot dogs for the first 500 people. And the excitement doesn't end there. Actually, the first official games on the new turf will take place Thursday with girls soccer at 5 and boys soccer at 7 under the new lights. And so we are going. And last week the teams got to be on for the first time. It was just amazing. It was so much fun. And I was the first person tackled on that turf, and you should see their eyes light up when they got to do that too. So anyway, I'd also like to take a moment to welcome our new SRO, our school resource officer, Officer Chris Ong, who has already started building strong relationships with students and staff. He's been a great addition to our team. We're excited to have him on campus helping us continue to make safety and connection a top priority, and that was something that the board really said, hey, we need that SRO, and he's been amazing. And so my hats off to the Nissa Police Department. They had a great hire on that one, so thank you very much for that. And as we've already said, quick reminder, homecoming will be October 31st. That is the homecoming game with the parade on October 30th. So that's the Thursday before at 6:40. Is that correct, Mr. Cleaver? It's always an incredible event to showcase our school spirit and community pride. And it is at night this year, and I think it is so we can have more of our community out there. And that neon thing will be pretty cool. And so hopefully you guys know what the themes are, so you can dress all week as the homecoming theme. So I appreciate it. But anyway, so that is my full report, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we'd like to ask Crystal to come up and give our financial report.
Well, good evening. Tonight I present financials to the board through September 30th, 2025. Of course, the first report in the packet that I give you is just our summary of our general fund for year to date. But if you flip it to the second page, it breaks down month by month. I'm just wanting to focus on September. Received our state school fund, some taxes, a little bit of miscellaneous revenue. But under our expenditures, I wanted to point out, because we do have a new board member and we did start a new school year, and we do partner with Open Ed for our virtual school, and so that first payment was issued to Open Ed, and that is coded under the line called purchase services, so that's why that number is so big. But I just wanted to point that out. But ended the month with an ending balance of a little over $74,000, so that just goes into our cumulative balance that we carry forward the rest of the year and use that money to pay everything in June. I always provide the monthly statement of our LGIP, that's next, and the breakdown of the county taxes that we received from the county is the report after that. I've also included the middle school bond report for the month of September, or ending September 30th. Currently have a balance of $55,670, and we'll receive a large chunk of taxes in November when everyone starts paying their taxes, and we'll have enough money for our debt service payment that is due in December on that middle school bond. Following that report is just our LGIP account for that money that we keep separate from our other money.
And again, the tax report from the county on the taxes we received for that account. After that is the operating statement for our food service. We served 17 days of service for the month of September. It brought our revenue up for the year to date of a little over $175,000. And then our expenditures, of course, our most expensive expenditures are our payroll and our food. And so we ended, as of 9/30, a little over 53,000 negative. After that is the approval of the bills report. This is everything the district paid out from September 5th to October 3rd when I ran the report. And then finally is the payroll report for the month of September, all payroll that was paid out. To have an update, the auditors were on campus September 29th and 30th, finishing up their field work. So they're going back to their office to draft our draft our audit. After that draft, then they send it through a team at their firm, a different team separate from the auditors that came to campus. And so it's actually like getting audited twice. So then they'll draft that audit and should have it to Mr. Hawkins and I mid-November. And then Chelsea, our auditor, will be here in December to present that to you, to the board. Does anyone have any questions?
Anybody have any questions for Crystal? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next is the consent agenda. We can approve A, B, C, and D. If someone would like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
Is there a second? It's been approved by Donnie and Mr. Hartley. All in favor? Raise your hand. Okay, the motion has carried. Okay, let's move on to the new business. Mr. Hawkins is going to present the Division 22 standards.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So every year we are required to make a presentation on the Division 22 standards, the assurances, and these assurances are from last school year. Are we in compliance with that? And so I have a quick presentation of that and a report to the board and the community on those assurances. I'd just like to go a quick overview of that. So the Division 22 standards are standards for public elementary and secondary schools. All Oregon Administrative Rules, or those OARs, are set out in Chapter 581 of Division 22. And so that's how we kind of look at your OAR, the chapter, division, rule, and title. The standards of the Oregon legislature or the state board has determined must meet in order for to be a standard school district. And compliance with these rules ensures that baseline levels of service across the state. So I'm saying these are the very basic things that we have to meet as a school district to be considered a good standard. The Division 22 standards are actually in 5 different areas. They are high quality learning experiences, aligned and focused educational systems, engaged partners and communities, safe and inclusive schools, and committed and supported staff. And then I broke down a couple of these so we can look at what things are in those Division 22 standards. Like the high quality learning experiences, the diploma requirements, adoption of instructional materials. And I'll just kind of highlight a couple of these. The aligned and focused educational systems, required instructional time, comprehensive school counseling, and you can kind of see how everything lies within those 5 categories for us. So what they are is the local accountability. So really we are assuring our community that we are doing the basic things, and we have to have that we have to have a report to the board by November 1st, and this is our closest board meeting to that, so that's why we're doing it today. And then we have to have it posted on the website by that November 1st. And then stated accountability, then I have to send a report in by November 15th. And they're going to review all those submissions. If there's any corrective actions or anything else that needs to be done, that's when they'll review them. So this is really the why. It really does say that this isn't really the ceiling, right? This is the floor. This is the very base minimum that we do. Obviously, we do a lot more things than just these standards in the school district, but these are just the very basic minimum things that we're gonna do. If a district is out of compliance on any of those rules, that we actually review, we sent a plan into ODE, and you remember we did this 3 years ago when we were out of compliance on a couple things. And an action plan is how we're going to meet that standard. And then if the plan is not approved as submitted, ODE contacts the district, we work with them, and they give us support, say, well, what do you think about this, or this is how you're going to meet that. Then the corrective action must be completed by, so not only do we say we're not meeting this standard, here's how we're going to correct this, and this is when we're going to meet that compliance. And usually they come back with assistance within, they approve that, and they make sure they just follow up, keep us accountable for it. If it's not, you do have, there is part of it that they could hold a portion of your state school fund monies. So there's a little teeth to it if we don't. So now the report for the 24-25 school year, and this was an audit that we did with our system. All of our building administrators did it. Then this are virtual as well, and until the through us, we have CAD coordinators, ELL coordinators, all of those important heads to make sure that we review this thoroughly. There are a couple of things for the 24-25 I want to highlight before we get into it, that the essential skills graduation requirement is still waived until 27-28. Remember that happened right at COVID, so we're kind of getting on the tail end of that. So actually our sophomores are going to have to meet that full graduation requirements before COVID. The essential skill assessment for English language learners has been waived as well through that 27-28. And then in 24-25 this year, we had to have a K-12 instructional program for social and emotional learning. And if you guys remember, we actually did put that in 2 years ago. Character Strong last year was a district initiative. 2 years ago, the elementary piloted that. So we've been in compliance with that for a while. And a Plan 9-12 instructional program, which includes personal financial education and higher education and career paths, which we are doing this year. So we are in compliance with all those things actually ahead of schedule. There's also one that we need to annually provide parents information about diploma availability and requirements, and we did that Monday of last week, was it correct, Mr. Cleaver?
Yeah.
Had a parent meeting and made that information available and have that posted online as well. And there's a substance use prevention and intervention plan that we need to have that we already have as well. And last year when we adopted our health curriculum, that was a big part of that compliance as well. So we are in compliance with those things. So in summary, the Nista School District has reviewed all OARs required in Division 22 for public and elementary and secondary schools. Based on review, the district is in substantial compliance with all applicable standards except one item, and that is related to the virtual schools dyslexia screening tool. And so area of non-compliance is the universal screeners. The virtual school previously used a dyslexia screening tool that was not included in the Oregon Department of Education's approved list. We used Edmentum, and that wasn't on that list. And so corrective actions, we have already instilled the NWA reading fluency, which we use as the district in K-12, and so we are in compliance with that right now. So that report will be coming out. All other Division 22 standards are currently being met. So this is corrective action, as I said. The district, we have discontinued using that screening tool with our virtual students, and in the beginning of September 2025, we've already been doing it. We adopted the NWA reading fluency assessment, and then NWA reading fluency assessment is on that approved list of ODE dyslexia screeners. And that will be done in the fall, winter, and spring benchmarks. And all staff administering assessment will receive training on test administration and data use prior to the next testing window. The district's assessment coordinator will verify annually the selected screening tool remains compliant on that ODE list, and documentation of that compliance will be maintained on the district's annual Division 22 assurance report. So we are in full compliance right now, but I still have to submit that to ODE.
And we meet that in person, like not our online school.
Our online school, which we're using a different one. The one in person, our brick and mortar as we call it, those we've already been using that one, and we have been in compliance in K-12 for a long time. It was just the virtual school was using, like I said, Edmentum to accept a screening tool. We've been screening for it, but it wasn't on their approved list. So, but that we are in compliance on. Thank you, that's a good question. Okay. So looking ahead to this year, so in October next year, we'll be doing the same report. So this is kind of a highlight for it, some changes that are occurring. Educational Equity Advisory Committees, they're going to ask, did we have it instilled? We're on year 2 of that. So we are already in compliance with that. Administration of state assessments, like the seed surveys required to that OSAS component. We're doing that as well. Added mention of ELPA screeners required by the OSAS component. And added clarification, the district must abide by ODE decision regarding student test records. All of these things we're actually ahead of the game on compliance with all of them. So, one last one, highlight the educational leadership administrator standards are being updated, which we are going to be adopting those this year. And we do have till September of 2027, but we're going to be adopting those this year. And so we're going to up our the administrator standards on that. So perfect. That is the whole report. Any other questions or anything else? Yes, sir.
I've mentioned this once before, but in some of with the physical requirements for the elementary school, I still think that we may be technically meeting the requirements, but most of my kids report they get PE once a week, and instead of what's written here as twice a week. So I'd still be a huge advocate for increasing PE for our kids.
And the physical education requirement is something we looked into. We added another health PE teacher this year to increase that, but also I know leadership has been doing some things to make, because recess, as long as it's a structured recess by a licensed educator, kind of overseen by that, like our mile club or walking club and those things, they count. But I absolutely would agree with you. The more PE we can give our kids, the better. And that was part of the commitment with the board, adding a PE health teacher this year. And so I would agree with you. That's a commitment.
I would love that they're actually twice a week with that PE. I mean, I'd be a huge advocate. We may be meeting this minimum standard, but it would be ideal for our young kids to be in PE.
To increase that, yeah. And our kids do get out quite a bit, at least 2 to 3 recesses a day, because it is important. They need to get out and moving. I can't sit at my desk for more than 5 minutes. So I totally get it. And so yes, that's something the elementary is committed to.
Is part of that because we went to a 4-day week and we just don't have the...
It was 150, and because it's the 4-day week, they reduced down to 120 average. So it's already been modified for that. Okay, so.
What are the causes of not having access to the kids having it sometimes twice a week? What are the restrictions that they run into?
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize. Mr. Pride, could you?
Yeah, no problem. So it's not so much as restrictions as a building we were adding a new curriculum into the system, health curriculum. Elementary hasn't had a health curriculum since I've been there, ever. So as we looked at the process of what we could do and needed to do, we needed to add health curriculum in. It was do we take 30 minutes out of the regular ed classroom, or do we add a special that allows for education of health in curriculum in its own special? By adding special, you get less class size in the numbers through the specials. And also, as I looked at the statute, at the PE hours and the credits in the health hours, that health curriculum actually counts as PE time. So health and PE combined together, we were able to minimize class sizes. So now Mr. Tracy's PE class now is a full 45 minutes. Before, the kids were maybe getting 25, 30 minutes of PE because he was trying to organize and they were switching, and he was trying to organize up to 30 to 40 kids per class. Now he has 20. So they're getting more effective PE when they have PE. The health is also taken out of the teacher's general ed classroom, so they can continue to teach writing, science, health, social studies, math and reading and writing. And we have a new special. of health. This is our first year of trying it. So when trying to decide, that was the factors. Those were the things that we were up against, and so made that decision to have health and PE. And our health teacher is willing and going to be implementing more activity into the health class so that they're just not sit and get. It's more of a understand how my body works, understand the health, the nutrition, the fitness, and go out and learn these PlayWorks opportunities outside too. So there'll be some give and take this year, but so far this is how it started. So those are the latitudes and some of the restraints that we were up against.
That's what I was curious about, thank you.
Yeah.
So Nick, are you talking about you would like to see in the elementary school more actual active physical type thing and less?
I can only speak for myself and my children who look forward to, I mean, they love Ryan Tracy. They think that's the best thing about the entire day. And they always come home and complain, I only get to see him once a week. And they look forward to it more than anything. I don't think my kids are alone in this. And when, you know, I think in the past they've gotten 2 days and they don't have 2 days, and so there's a huge disappointment for some of them that they don't have the ability to move and wiggle quite as much in a day as when they have PE. And for my kids, that's pretty valuable.
So, but you're just talking about the elementary school?
Yeah, just elementary.
On the days that they were getting to, or on the years that they were getting 2 PEs, those class sizes were 40 to 50 kids per class, and it was not conducive to him teaching and the kids learning like they are now. So that is one reason why.
Well, that's good to know.
Well, and I think there is a commitment to get kids not only unstructured recess time, but also like actual play structured time to learn. I think the middle school and high school are seeing that when our kids didn't have the foundational, how to throw a ball, how to do things like that. And so that, I know the middle school and high school have also readjusted their whole curriculum to start doing more base foundational things. And so it is a commitment we're looking at. So thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, this next item is an action item. It's for the new cell phone policy that Governor Kotek has asked us to implement. We need to delete the current policy and adopt the JFCEB and the JFCEBAR policy. So we had to adopt it by October 31st, and it needs to be implemented by January 1st, but we are already implementing it, am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Any comments on how it's going? Good job. I've heard from the kids. It's so I need someone to make a motion to delete the current policy and accept the new ones.
I'll make a motion, we delete the current policy to include JFCEB and go ahead and accept the new proposed JFCEB and JFCEBAR.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor? Raise your right hand. Okay, motion has carried. Thank you. On the August 2025 policy updates, this is the first reading. The policy recommendations have been made in the Google Drive for the board review and recommendations. So this is just something you should have, all of you should have these, and hopefully you've had a chance to look over them. And I think we'll talk about them on a work session. Is that?
Yeah, in November. The November work session will be our second reading. We'll really go over them.
And see if there's any changes we want to make or.
Remember, it's in the drive. Here's a copy for you as well. And on the side, you can see all of our recommendations. We have as a district, the admin have gone over them. Ms. Glenn has done a great job putting together that for the board. But just remember, all those suggestions are in there. We'll be ready, hopefully, in November to review it officially. So.
We do have a work session November 3rd at 6 o'clock. We all got a flyer about a fundraiser for Ms. Garcia, one of our second grade teachers. hope to see you all there. Does anybody have anything else for the board?
Just a quick reminder, October 28th, we have that OSBA training in Vail for the board.
Yes, and we're gonna meet here at 5:30, is that what you
5:30,
said,
yeah.
and you'll be driving us?
Yes, I will be driving, and so,
And that, the training that we get that night will satisfy OSBA's training that you have to have once a
yes.
term.
Yep.
And they will provide dinner, and you'll get to meet the other board members from the county, so it's a good opportunity to do some mingling. Excuse me? Yes, meet here at 5:30. So be here at 5:15.
We'll get a quick walkthrough on what this is.
Yeah, and so maybe when the meeting's over, Mr. Murray, would you?
Absolutely, yep. Okay.
Mr. Murray, and that's that information you requested last time, remember the comparison of ELL, or this dual language kids and the ELL students, or how the ELL students are, anyway, so that is a breakdown of all that information you requested last time. So.
Well,
Okay, anything else for the good of the order? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.